in the Mattel booth.
Yes, yes,
How's it
yes.
going, Michael?
Oh my gosh, it's going great. So many awesome reveals from Mattel. So let's kick this off and get this party started with the Cartoon Collection 2000X figures. Man, they really went deep into the 2000X line, and really they are continuing the Cartoon Collection with this line. So the Cartoon Collection will live on, but not as proper He-Man Filmation characters, but really leaning into the 2000X design. We have Roboto here with his very chunky design. We have Rayman, who looks just like he came out of the cartoon, and we have Stratos, which is supposed to be part of Wave 1. We have been told, and we have our Mossman, who is in all of his foliage glory. We have Prince Adam and also Triclops, who is supposed to be part of Wave 1. And we also have Skeletor and He-Man, and you cannot have a line without Skeletor and He-Man, right, Tor Sorceress?
Absolutely. And if you notice, the bucks on these are thinner and taller and a lot more reminiscent of what we just got with the Thundercats crossover line, right?
Yes. Love this version of Zodak with a K. I've been waiting for this Zodak since I've seen him in the MOTU Classics line. Man-at-Arms also looks amazing. We have a very interesting looking Evelyn. I'm not really sure what to think about her face just yet, but I'll have to go back to the cartoon just to see if it matches or not. And I also believe that we also have our Deluxe Beastman, which is supposed to be part of Wave 1. He also has a really goofy look.
He does.
But I guess that's some of the appeal of the 2000X cartoon and the cartoon collection. And of course, we have Fluffle. I can't imagine that not being a deluxe figure, right? He's huge.
One big Langostino there.
Yeah. He is huge. But that is the 2000X cartoon collection, which they are continuing. So super excited to see that. And now we are going to pan down to Masterverse, and we will start in a reverse order here. And what we have here is Dispara, which we called, who's coming to the line, and so it's great to see her in plastic. What do you think about Dispara?
Well, one thing stands out for sure.
Yes, the heaving chest.
Yes, in her outfit, she is quite endowed, if you want to call it that. Like a lot of fans, I guess, will be very excited about that. But it's cool to see another Horde member come to Masterverse. And then as such, we have the packaging here, the brand new Hordak, new Eternia as well, looking incredible in his fully illustrated box, which looks really awesome. But what I'm most excited about in this case is what's next to Dispara. And we have Dragstore, and he's got 3 sets of wheels on that sucker. Look at that. It's like a tricycle. What do you think of Dragstore?
Oh my gosh, I love surprises, and we did not see Dragstore coming.
No, not at all.
Awesome. So yeah, I love the wheels. I love that it looks like you can spin them around. He looks great, and love to add another Horde member to the Masterverse line. He looks great.
He does, and I can see after you get this figure, you like wheeling him around on your desk while you're in meetings and stuff. That's gonna be a fun one.
All right, another surprise, and this is Keldor, and I actually wanted to bring in Sam, if that's okay. Terry, sorry. And just to talk a little bit about the design for Keldor, if you can.
Oh yeah, so Keldor, I kind of based it off of some of the comics. So he had that green cloak on some of the comics, and then that different colored outfit. I just didn't want to do another like Skeletor looking character with different heads. So try something different on that.
Yeah, that's great. I thought that was a fantastic idea, and we don't need another blue Skeletor. So this figure is looking fantastic. That was a great design decision. little impromptu. I hope you're okay with that.
No worries. Thank you. I appreciate your take.
Next one up is Anti-Eternia He-Man, and we knew he was coming to the line, but we did not know what he was going to look like. And man, Anti-Eternia He-Man in a Castle Hellskull mask is amazing. The art and shield also detail is fantastic. I mean, look at all this. It's basically Castle House Goal rolled into an action figure. The black plastic looks a little, I don't know if we call it iridescent or if it's just catching the light, but it looks really neat. The translucent swords and weapons are great, and he also comes with a toupee, which is awesome.
They're big on these hairpieces.
I know, right? Next one up is the New Eternia Mosquitor, and it's funny because the custom we featured also had wings, and so I'm really glad that they added that detail. And
now you can see his chest, actually, because yesterday there was a blank plate on there.
Yeah. That's so funny you noticed that, because Terry was saying that he had replaced that. Because I asked him if there was anything new, and he was like, oh, yes. We did replace the chest on that, so looking great. Mantana is looking amazing too.
Yeah, he is.
Just look at these eyeballs. I mean, it looks like they're literally popping out of his eyes. There's all of the eyeball detail in there. Oh my god.
Mantana is intense.
He is intense.
And you know the face, those teeth that he has on there. He's a lot more than I expected.
That's crazy. But yeah, Mantana looks great, and here's the inbox. Cobra Con, which should be coming out hopefully in the next month or so. I know there's a couple that have landed on eBay, so we're able to get some inbox pictures of those. And all right, you ready to move over to the MOTU Origins?
Let's do it.
All right,
absolutely.
We're gonna travel over here and talk to me about this toy sorceress. What the heck is this?
Okay, what are we looking at here? We're looking at a gray castle. Right? This is literally Castle Grayskull, based on the Mark Taylor original designs. Now, Mark Taylor's original designs were a lot more stylistic than what we got in the actual Castle Grayskull. So, as you can see, this is a repaint of the original playset, but inspired by Mark Taylor's designs. It is in gray, which was his initial concept, and you know it's got some green, very bright green moss around it, but the original castle was designed with this playmat feature that kind of gave you a little bit of a moat and other action features around it. And this was value engineered out of the original production because they simply could not afford it. And they pared it down to just the paper inserts that we know and love today in the vintage castle. So that's what you're getting. You're getting the playmat. You're getting the recolored Castle Grayskull inspired by Mark Taylor, and of course we're getting a recolored kind of matching aesthetic with a robot man.
Yeah, which is cool because this was a PowerCon exclusive, and so it's great that people can also get a chance to own this figure too, and also the repainted weapons rack. And
the little thing.
I love it, which is also funny enough available on Amazon for pre-order right now. So if you go to our website, the Toy Sorceress did a fantastic article. You can click over and actually pre-order your set right now.
It retails for $124.99. I forget what the release date is, but head over to our toyhabits.com. The article is right there. Pre-order from Amazon. I believe it's an Amazon exclusive, or maybe like a Times exclusive. So,
For now. All right, panning down, we have Despara and Hurricane Hordak, which we've seen already, and a new figure. So we knew that these figures were going to be made. We didn't know what was going to be first or what they were going to look like, but we have Stingor, the evil assassin of the evil horde. I love that. Stingor looks great, and look at that tail. It's coming out of his behind right there. So it's got a peg there, which is great. So I'm sure it's articulated, and it looks awesome. I can't wait for other figures to be made out of these parts in this buck. You know, it kind of has a like Reptilax looking skin and things like that, which is cool.
He absolutely does. And as a matter of fact, Roy dropped his packaging this morning.
Yeah.
So we did get to take a look at the back. This does come on collector-friendly packaging, so you can slide out of the plastic sleeve. And on the back, if you check out our article of Stingor fighting a mustacheless man at arms, and Hordak is in the background. And I think you can see some Eterno Palace towers in the background, which is kind of cool. So check out that article to see the artwork.
Awesome. All right, and then we are panning down to Hero, which we have in hand already. Great figure. The Toy Sorceress is mighty excited and happy to have that one.
I need a hero.
There we go.
I'm holding out for a hero. My voice is still.
Oh my gosh.
I have this weird allergy problem right now. But yes, Hero looks incredible. I'm glad at least he got, you know, a representation in the case because he looks incredible.
Yes.
And people who don't know that he's around, you know, now they can get him. And he's still up on Mattel Creations.
Yes. All right, and we pan to the MOTU Origins version of Dragstore, which is a vintage figure, which I think vintage collectors are going to be so thrilled about this. And it comes with a ripstick.
Oh my God, it does come with the ripstick. You can see he's got the wheel in his chest. And that guy, you can rip it and have Dragstore rolling all over your floor. That's going to be so much fun. He's so good.
So good. Oh my gosh. And look at the little blast effects on his engine.
Yes.
Or his engine effects.
Oh, that looks
so cool. I didn't
so
notice
cool.
this yesterday.
And you know what I love is that he has silver paint that they use. It's not that like marbly silver look or whatever because they actually painted over the plastic. So it gives that sharp design to him. So I think he looks fantastic.
I love it.
And I love his orange gloves.
Yes. All right.
Sets him off.
And we finally get a view of Masterverse Oversized Boss Man. And he is, man, they really redesigned him. Super, super cool. Kind of a mishmash between New Eternia and kind of that Revelation version with all of the foliage on him, if you will. But the box looks awesome and can't wait for him to go up for pre-order. Yeah, he comes with those tentacles and a sword. And yeah, he looks great. Let's see if we can.
Yeah. He reminds me a lot of Revelation Beastman Wave 1 with all the foliage all over him. Gotta say, he's cool, a cool sculpt, but I'm very disappointed that he's not flocked.
Yeah, I know.
I have to say it.
Yeah, they're out of their flocking minds, not flocking this guy. But hey, maybe somewhere in the future down the line. All right, and finally we are at the MOTU Thundercats Crossover booth. We have Chitara that's hitting stores. We got Lion-O. One thing that we went up for pre-order, we have He-Man here, which he looks awesome in his Thundercats Eternia garb.
Yes.
Yeah,
it's got the lion's head from Eternia, which looks incredible. It absolutely does. And of course, his furry loincloth covering the family jewels.
Yes. All right, we have Battle Cat with Wave 1 that's also hitting stores right now. If we pan down, we get a great shot of Tigra, which is coming in Wave 2.
Yep.
He looks great. He's all masked up. You can't really see his face, but hey, we're in the MOTU booth, so they MOTUized.
Yeah, and you know what I noticed about Tigra is that they actually, and if this is more of a production sample, it's hard to see under his battle armor there, but the coloring on his chest is a little bit more gray, and it looked kind of greenish in the early production shots, which I was a little concerned about. That's really not Tigra's colors, so I'm glad that they made that adjustment, and this kind of final looking version looks so much better. Can't wait to get him.
Very cool. And we have a Panthro who looks, it's his Man-at-Arms version of Panthro. I mean, he just looks kitted up with all the weapons, all the gadgets.
I love that his nunchucks have like real like plastic chain on them. Yeah. It's not just like a rubbery thing, so it's great. You can whip it around.
All right. And finally, we have Skelra, which the Toy Sorceress picked up at the Mattel store a little bit ago.
Oh my God. So I did find Skelra at the Mattel store in El Segundo. Super excited. I finally scored something there. I got to tell you, having this figure in hand, playing with it, moving it around, the sculpting is incredible. The quality of the figure is excellent. The articulation is really good. It just feels really, really nice. And all the paint apps are super sharp. And I got to say that with the rest of Wave 1 as well. The figures move perfectly. The paint apps are incredible. All of the chest emblems look super sharp. Their face paint looks excellent. And I'm in love with these. I'm telling you, once you have them in hand, if you're on the fence, especially when I have them like in kind of classic gear, they look great. And as a matter of fact, on Lion-O, I kind of did a hybrid.
Oh, nice.
And so he's in his classic belt with his regular mane and boots, but I left his chest armor and shoulder pauldron. So it's like classic Lion-O battle ready. Yes. So I did a little bit of both, which is great.
That Toy Sorceress.
Yes.
So that actually wraps up the Mattel booth. You know, we are super happy to live here and just to be lucky enough to experience with everybody. So hopefully you have a great time watching this, and let us know what your favorite figures are from these reveals in the comments below. All right, y'all. We will catch you on the side. Take care.
Bye.